Let's talk about retirement. It's the big goal, right? But the real question is, how do you make absolutely sure your money is going to last as long as you do? Well, today, we're digging into one of the most reliable tools out there for building a truly rock-solid financial future, the fixed annuity.
I mean, think about it. What's the ultimate retirement nightmare? You spend decades saving, you do everything right, and then bam, a market crash takes a huge bite out of your nest egg right when you need it the most. That fear, it's very real, and it's exactly what we're going to tackle today.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem. You're facing this fundamental trade-off. We all want our money to grow, of course, but as you get closer to retirement, your appetite for risk just shrinks. The stock market, yeah, it can deliver some amazing gains, but it can also deliver some really painful losses. And for a lot of people, that kind of volatility is just a deal breaker when it comes to their core savings.
So, how do you build a retirement plan that can actually weather any storm? Well, you have to start with a foundation. I mean, you wouldn't build a house on shifting sand, right? And your finances are no different. Today, we're going to explore how a fixed annuity can act as that solid, concrete foundation, that totally predictable base for the rest of your portfolio to build on.
Okay, so let's break down exactly what this thing is. At its core, a fixed annuity is just a contract you make with an insurance company. You give them a lump sum of money, and in return, they give you a series of rock-solid guarantees. First, your initial investment is protected. It can't go down. Second, you get a fixed, predictable interest rate. But here's the real kicker. That growth is tax-deferred. That means your money gets to compound way faster because you're not slicing off a piece for taxes every single year.
You know, a good way to think about it is you're basically creating your own personal pension. The insurance company takes on all the market risk, so you don't have to worry about it. You're trading all that uncertainty for a guaranteed, stable outcome for your money down the road. Simple as that.
So, how does this financial foundation actually get built? What's really under the hood? Let's take a look at the blueprint, the 3 core guarantees that work together to create this incredible stability.
Okay, check this out, because this is where the magic happens. These 3 guarantees create a really powerful combination. First up, principal protection. Your account value literally can't go down because of the market. It's locked in. Second, the interest rate is guaranteed, so you know exactly how much you'll earn. No guesswork. And third, that tax-deferred growth, it acts like a turbocharger for your money. Instead of paying taxes on your interest every year, all of your earnings get to grow and compound on top of each other, making your money work that much harder for you. But of course, let's be real. No single financial product is a magic bullet. To figure out if a fixed annuity actually makes sense for you, we need to look at the whole picture, the good, the bad, and all the trade-offs involved. So, let's do a fair and balanced inspection and weigh the pros and cons.
So here's the central trade-off, laid out plain and simple. On one side, you get incredible safety, predictability, and that amazing option for a lifetime income stream. But on the other side, you do give up some flexibility. Your money is locked up for a specific period, and if you need to pull it all out early, you're going to face what are called surrender charges, which are just early withdrawal penalties. It really boils down to this. You're swapping the potential for high-flying growth for the guarantee of high certainty.
And we can't forget about taxes. This number, 10%, is a really big deal. If you pull out any of your earnings before you turn 59 and a half, the IRS may hit you with a 10% penalty, and that's on top of whatever regular income tax you owe. It's a very clear signal that these things are designed for long-term retirement planning, not as some short-term piggy bank.
All right, so we've looked at the mechanics, we've gone through the pros, and we've talked about the cons. Now comes the most important part. How do you know if this tool is actually the right fit for your financial toolbox?
So who is this really built for? Well, it's for the person who lies awake at night worrying about a stock market crash wiping out their savings. It's for that pre-retiree who's thinking, hey, I want to take some of my chips off the table and lock in my gains. And maybe most powerfully, it's for anyone who wants to create a paycheck they can absolutely never outlive, a guaranteed income stream that acts as a financial safety net for the rest of their life.
You know, this table really puts it all into perspective. A savings account? That's for emergencies. You need to get that money instantly. A CD gives you a little more growth, but it still locks up your money for a set term. But the fixed annuity, it plays a completely different role. Its purpose isn't just growth. It's to create a long-term, guaranteed income stream that these other tools just can't provide. You're not just saving here. You're building a foundation for lifelong security.
And that really brings us to the most important takeaway of all. If you remember one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. You don't buy a fixed annuity to get rich quick.
You use it to make sure you don't get poor slowly. It's the part of your portfolio designed to provide a stable, predictable foundation. So the question I'll leave you with is, how solid is your foundation today?